So it's just about sunset right now, and the lighting's not the greatest, but I often get the best messages at night, and I try to work in the daytime for videos, but I'm just gonna work with what we have. So I was doing some meditation today, actually quite a bit, just being very still, and just had this feeling that I just needed to rush out here before the sun completely set and offer a message that was coming through. I was hoping to do it live, but I'm just 4 followers short of getting to that point where I can do that. So I think that'll happen pretty soon here, as this is a new channel. And thank you to all the followers that have followed me on this new beginning, a new chapter of Nirvana Flowers. But I wanted to start with a crystal bowl. I have a crystal bowl sitting right here, and I'm going to start with some ohms, and I'm just going to open up to let everything flow. So I'm going to begin right now. There's a sense that we're one. There's just one of us. And so much pain and suffering comes from forgetting the connection and the unity and the thread that ties us all together. When we see 2 or more, we see division, we see lack, we see survival, we see me against them, we see fight and hostility, we see betterness and smarter and all sorts of things that create so much upheaval and so much dissonance to our psyche. When we forget that we're one is a divine being, all counterparts of the one divine awareness, God. We struggle, we suffer. We feel like we have to survive and do and have and gather riches. We feel like we have to forge our way through life in hopes of gaining just enough or more to have some meaning and purpose. It's our ego mind that makes us think that there's me versus you, us versus them, they, that thing that's always out to get us, whatever that thing is. AI, government, the opposite, parents, bosses, partner. They said this, they did that, they want us to do that. They. Or them. Them is us. Them is one. We are interwoven by the thread of the divine. And remembering that creates so much bliss and so much peace and so much harmony and unity. It quiets the ego. It brings serenity, and it stills us. We get rest. We get care. We start living from our heart center. We start living with openness. We can see our neighbor as ourselves. We can see the things that appear to divide us are mere illusions. And you can start seeing from the open heart center how we're all the same guiding light underneath all those mere illusions. Those illusions have us tricked in thinking, well, they have a different belief. They vote differently. Their personality is opposite of mine. They like a different team. They're at war with me. So they're different. They don't like me and I don't like them. So they're different. We're not the same. That's what the ego says. That's what logic says. That's what the dream and the illusion and the Maya says. They push me. They torment me. They're bullies. We can't be the same. But that's not true. They're actually even closer to you. They're a part of you. They're waking you up. They're reminding you that this is all just one thing. This is one divine presence. This is just one. It's like the hand with multiple fingers. It's one being with multiple people and appearances. A tree, a flower, you, a house. It's all still part of the one. It's all still part of the whole. And when you start to see that and you understand that from your heart, you get out of your logic and you start just coming into your heart and you just feel it. Something happens and breaks open. Something magical starts to occur. This thread of survival starts to dissipate. It starts cracking things open so that you just can relax and not take offense to what the seemingly other has to say. So if they make an assault or say something, hurtful, you can just step back and remember, wait, that's still part of my hand. That's still part of the whole. This is all helping me to see the oneness. You can step back into your heart and maybe hear what they have to say, but realize it's not personal. It's all just one thing, so it's not personal. It's not about you, the individual, anymore. It's just a reflection waking you up to ask for more love. Any insult, anything you feel that is not of love is an invitation for love. It's asking for love. It's all love at different levels. But if you don't see it as love, then it's an ask for you to see it as love. You can spin everything around to see it as love. Any sort of crime, insult, accusation, theft. It's an opportunity to see love. Now, I'm not saying that you have to befriend all these people or stay in that job or, vote differently or whatever else. But you just recognize it's a part of you. And so you don't hold the grudge. You don't hold the hurt. You don't hold any sort of guilt or shame or, defenses. You just let it be because you know it's all just one. You just allow. You just see it as an opportunity to see for yourself more love and more sincerity inside of that person. They're throwing that punch or doing those things because they're asking for love. And again, it doesn't mean that you're the one that has to go do anything about it, but you can just see the sincerity and how they've forgotten that they're one with everything, and you can just come with compassion. They feel a threat because they think they're two. So you can just jack down and soften and respond or not respond, and just be easy, be light, because you are light. You are the eternal light. You cannot be hurt because you're one. You're one with all of this. And this, everything that you can see, smell, taste, touch, experience, it's just part of the dream, but it's all part of the one eternal being that can never birth or die. So you have nothing to protect because you can't really die. It's the greatest news ever. And the way to see all of this again is not through your logical mind, though you can understand this, but to live from the heart like a child, to live from that earnest compassion and sincerity, to live from empathy and to recognize the vulnerability in others is part of what threads us all together. At the deepest level, all beings are just love and light exuding the face of God. All things. Everything from this mallet to my glass of water over there to your face is an expression of the divine love. At some point, all of this was created. It was an idea. It was an expression, a thought. That if you take it all back to the point of conception, it came from God. Every last thing you see, every last thing you experience is all part of the one divine. How can you not love that? It's so beautiful that every experience, sound, smell, taste, particle originates from the divine. The air you breathe, the thoughts you think, the dreams you have at night, all originate and come back to the one. You. It's all you. And I am you. I'm the reflection of you. And so when you really get into that and really start to let yourself melt into this light and this awareness, your defenses release. the weight of the shoulders melt away. And bliss is just there. It's just bliss. You can really go about life however it is and experience the moment in its entirety with bliss. Bliss is nothing you can reach for. Bliss is experienced by letting go of releasing the thought. Bliss is what's always there, like your light. And as you release that mental idea of separation, the presence of bliss is just natural. It comes through the heart. Even though the heart, no, this isn't real, it's felt around this area. You just love everything. You just love everything exactly as it is. You see the art in the imperfection because it is perfect. But you had a judgment of separation that it was less than that through the ego mind. You thought there was chaos and dysfunction and disease from the world of separation. But when you step back and live from the heart of one, you see divine order. You understand that what feels like a mess over here is actually supporting order over here. Everything is a constant flow of contraction and expansion, learning, growing, dying, birthing. It's this natural order, and sometimes it looks like this. And you just accept. You just relate and understand, and you just dance with it. You see the dysfunction and you just go down with it, and then you see the order and you come up with it. And you just watch. You just allow. You allow the hard times and you go down with it, and then you come up for the easier times. And you have fun with that. And you make no judgment of how it is. Because it's just one. Less money, you make the best of that. More money, you make the best of that. Illness, you rest. Health, you play. A lot of work, you focus. Vacation, you ease up. You just go. You just flow. You don't have to think about it. It's so natural to you. It's natural. You know how to do this and you don't have to think about it. Your childish essence knows this. But you're in your head of separation that I should be any other way than I really am. So let it go. You are divine and perfect and whole and complete exactly how you are. Exactly how you are. Everything is bliss. It's all in perfect order. Right now is exactly the way it's meant to be. If it were meant to be any other way, it would be, but it's not. It's this. So welcome it with an open heart and know that it's perfect. And everything you see right now, you're one with it. And so say yes to it. Welcome it with love.